16. One. Oh, hi there. Didn't see you. Caught me. I was kind of wrapped up playing one of my favorite dart games, cricket. So, I guess since you're here, you might learn how to play. All right, awesome. Well, I guess for starters, there's three things that you really need to know before I even really get into how to play this game. First thing I'm gonna go over with you is your equipment. The equipment that you need to play the game, of course, is the most important. Secondly, we're gonna talk about how to score. And then third, I'm gonna show you how to properly throw the dart so you can get those scores. So let's start with the equipment, which I have right here behind me. Two main pieces of your equipment is essentially your standard dartboard and your standard darts. Your standard dartboard comes with the numbers 1 through 20 around the outside ring, also with two inner loops, one smaller than the other, bullseye in the middle. Now, even though you have 1 through 20 in the game of cricket, the only numbers that you're going to be concerned about is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and that good old bullseye. So even though there's other numbers around here, they might as well be zero. So, but we're gonna get into that later. So remember, 1 through 20 on the outside, two inner loops, and a bullseye. If it doesn't have that, it's not a real dartboard. Next important piece of equipment that you need, set of darts. Now, this game is usually played with 2 to 4 players alternating. Nobody's ever going to be throwing at the same time. It's a pointy needle that could be kind of dangerous. So, uh, one set of darts will do. But as you can see here, we have multiple sets, 3 different sets to be exact. These are 12 gram, 15 gram, 22 gram. Darts come between 12 grams to 50 grams, but nobody around here is throwing 50-gram darts. I don't think anybody's that strong. So this is what we have. I like the heavier ones because it gives me a little bit of lead when throwing my dart, which creates more accuracy. So these are the two main pieces of your equipment: your dartboard and your set of darts. Now that we got those, the last piece of equipment that you need is something that you can tally your score on. If you wouldn't mind taking a walk with me real quick. Let's see. All right. So as you can see right here that I have behind me is our cricket scoreboard, which is just permanent marker on the whiteboard. Cricket at the top, numbers that I stated before: 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and bullseye. Now, the main object of this game is to hit one of those numbers 3 times. Now, you can hit either a single, a triple, or a double. I know I went out of order, but hey, single, double, triple, either order. But to score it, here's how you indicate it. If you score a single, 1 hash mark. If you score a double, 2 hash marks. And if you score a triple, you simply circle the number. So what happens if you already have a hash and then your next go around you hit a double? Just leave that hash there and then you hit it with a circle. So first person to close that number now owns that number and can score off of that number until the opposing team or opponent also hits that number 3 times. So basics of it is, as I showed you on the board, that inner loop is worth double. The outer loop, I'm sorry, triple. And the outer loop is worth double. Anything in between, single points. So best bet is to try to go for that triple every time, close it a lot faster, and you get a big lead. So now, follow me again. So now that you have the equipment and you know how to score, let's talk about how to throw your dart to get to that score. Now, what we have here is a standard dart. Now you can hold it in 3 different places: middle, back, or the front. On my heavier darts, I like to hold it from the front and just let the weight carry. If this was a lighter dart, I will hold it closer to the front with my finger around the needle of it. Now this, for me, this gives it more power, but the heavier dart is not necessary. Next, we're going to talk about your stance. Now, when playing darts, it's a lot like other sports when you do anything where you're projecting. You want to stand almost in a stagger. And some people do like to stand completely sideways and almost having their side parallel with the opposing wall. I don't like that personally. I stand staggered with my dominant side forward. Next, important part is to have this arm parallel. This is to help project it forward. You don't want to be down here and you're going to be shooting at the ground. If you got it up, you're going to be shooting at the sky. So you want it parallel. And when you hold your dart, I'm sorry, that light's shining in your face. When you hold your dart in the middle and it's parallel, this puts the dart around my eye level, what I'm aiming with. So if you keep your arm straight, here and right here is when you're going to release it, about mid-throw. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Body staggered, arm straight, mid-throw. Staggered, arm straight, mid-throw. Now, this takes some practice to getting the hang of, so it took me almost 3 months to get around to really figuring out how I like to throw my dart. So once when you play around with the weights and your hold, trust me, this game could be a lot of fun. Like I said before, it's one of my favorite games. So in conclusion, I've showed you what you needed. Standard dartboard, numbers 1 through 20, a set of darts, something to keep score on. Then next we went over how to score. Remember, single, doubles, triples. Numbers 15 through 20, and then good old bullseye. And last but not least, showed you how to throw the dart. One more time for good measure. Well, that one came back, so obviously my form was wrong. But like I said before, this is one of my favorite games, and hopefully one day we'll be able to play together. It's something that we like to do out here. I'm out here in the desert right now, so something that relieves a lot of stress. But my name is Ted Washington. This is one of my favorite games, and I hope you enjoy it as much as me. Thank you.